Hey, what's good, guys? If you're joining for the very first time, welcome to my channel. I do advise that this video is gonna be pretty negative, okay? So if you guys don't want to hear any criticism about this game, please do click off. Please do.
Put a hat on. Protect your hairline at all costs.
I don't even have my camera on. Anyway, yeah, so I do advise that you guys click off, because we're gonna be talking to some major issues that this game has. And for some new players that are here and like wondering like, yo, why the hell is there so much hate for this game? Y'all are about to know. Y'all about to know about the past and the present of how things came to be and why we have the situation today. With that being said, and those of y'all that are still in this video, I appreciate y'all. I applaud you. So with that being said, y'all, can y'all hit the boy with a like? Okay, 15 likes, okay. Alright, so we can continue this series. I really do like Kurtzpel. Mind you, I just want to address this again. I love this game, but it's a bad game. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just making that distinction very clear right now. So with that being said, I said with that being said so many. All right, just scratch it. All right, I got the boy Arcade in the cut. Okay, if you guys didn't check his channel, great dude. He's doing Kurtzpel content, doing other content, variety games. So Arkeem, yo, say hello to the peoples.
Hi, I'm going to apologize right now if I get very passionate. I might say some words. If anything, you may blur it out, but I'm going to apologize right now because I love this game. I do. I was one of the top people who was on board this game. This game was
day
so
one,
fun.
bro.
I was
day
on
one.
This game day one, and it really hurts me to see what they've done with this game. But I'll let you know.
Alright, so, first things first, I will say that between the topics that we're going to be doing, I'm going to be, like, putting a little montage here and there of the gameplay. So, we're going to get started with Karmas. Okay. So Karmas, first things first, when the game started, right, they introduced CP, and that we had 4 classes at the time, right, and those 4 classes, 2 classes were free, which was the Sword Talha and the Bow, right, and we had to pay for the Blazing Fist and the Diamond Witch, I think that's her name, the Diabolical Witcher, right, we had to pay for them with 50,000 CP. So, if you guys don't know me, see, my CP is 49k, right? And I grind it all the way up so that way I can get the next class that I want, right? Then they hit me with the update, right? And the update literally makes it so that you go from paying 50,000 CP, which you have to grind in PP and dungeon. Y'all OGs know the grind, the struggle, right? And then when the update hits, they're like, oh yeah, you can pay with 100 CP for a class now.
Bruh.
So guys, they go from 50,000 CP that you had to grind, right, to 100 CP. Now you're probably like, yo, why are you upset over that? That's a great deal. Yes, that is a great deal if it started out that way, but it's like a big middle finger to the people that are OG players. But like for new people that just started a game, yo, this is good for y'all because it's an easy grind. You can get the classes just like that. But I feel like it's unfair to those that have been faithful to the game. I don't know if you have anything to input on that, Arkeem.
I'm upset, man. I'm very much upset.
Yes, we are. We're very concerned.
Because
very concerned.
For one, this game had it hurts me, man. So we're talking about the karma system, right? And how you acquire karma. So yes, before you were able to acquire karma by paying CP for it. It was a lot of CP, and you had to grind a hell of a lot for it, but it was CP nonetheless. Literally, right after that, they introduced a system where all karma would be 100 CP, regardless of if it's a new one that just came out or old one, right? Then that's like it's like a big FU to all the people who went out of their way to pay for their karma, because before you could pay for karma, like you had to pay real money to buy karma, and decentralizing that to just like, oh, it's basically free now. It's like,
yeah,
bruh, really?
it's like a drastic change, man. They're like, oh, because we know that a lot of people were upset, and you know, we're struggling to get the class. We made it really, like, bro, I would be okay if they reduced it to 20K or 10K, because number one, for you to reduce the CP cost to 100, right then and there, a person could just do one match, one PvP match or a dungeon match, and just has enough to buy the class. Like, look how much CP I have, bruh. I can just buy the whole set, which I have, by the way. But it's like it loses all sense of progression, man. And it's like, right then and there, players are gonna be like, okay, I got all the classes I need, right? They play the game for a couple times, right? They get all the classes, they get the skills and stuff, but then it's like later on you're going to be bored. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. Unless you guys have friends that you can group up with and play matches together, then this game could be fun. Like me and Arcade, you know, we play this game together. You know, we only play this game when we're together and like decide to play as a group. I don't play this game anymore solo. I don't. Like I don't. The only time I have been able to play it solo was when I had the choice to choose what modes I have. But that's gonna be a next topic. I mean, are you okay to go to the next topic, Arcade?
Yeah, let's go to the next one. But like that whole karma thing, it's bittersweet because yay, new people don't have to grind a ridiculous amount to get the class that they want, any new classes. But it's like, it like really like devalues the people who spent money or spent so many hours grinding for one class just to like be like, oh, by the way, you could just get it for 100 now.
Also forgot to mention that we also had to regrind the skills that were locked, which we previously had before the update.
Wow.
And using this new system called the DP, we had to regrind it, re-unlock them, and basically go back to the way we were previously. So that was fun. Yeah. It's laughable, bro. Like, it's okay. We're moving on to the next one.
There was no real story mode, but in the beginning of the game, you had a little cutscene tutorial that basically taught you how to play the game, right? Then you had to go through various, so like there were like the four main characters, each had their own little story bits that gave lore to the world and like had some pretty cool cutscenes to go along with it. It wasn't really fleshed out that much, but it was pretty nice. You know, you got to see the new characters, you got to see them interact with the world bosses and how they came to be and all that stuff, right? And then with the new big update, they completely got rid of that. There's no story anymore at all. Like, there's none. There's no more, you can't interact with any of the characters. Before you could interact with them, now you just can't anymore. There's no like story, there's no cutscenes anymore for that to get like how you acquire the karmas. Like there's really nothing.
To add on to what Arkeem is saying, right? There's no mentor system, right? That's what he meant by like you can't interact with the characters, right? Was that there is a mentor system for each of the classes, right? Each of the classes was represented by each character in the game, right? In the story. It kind of got you into like what's happening with Kurtzpel, you know, how did it develop the way it did. And honestly, for me personally, I thought it was interesting. Like, I was actually, before I skipped it, like every other person did, but I started to read it and I started to get interested. But they removed it. And it's like, why? Like, did they remove it because like people didn't care? Or like, did they remove it because of like budgeting issues? I don't really know. Like, this is also a way of removing the sense of progression, because like, the audience now is only interested in PvP. Like, this game is a PvP focused game. Literally, whenever I choose a mode, it's always PvP. Literally, right? Like, the clips that you guys just saw just now were just like PvE stuff, which I rarely get. Now all of a sudden I'm starting to get them. Like, sucker, what? But yeah, it's like there's no progression in the game. Like what's like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I love the characters. I love Jin's backstory. I love the fact that, like, it was like a couple hundred years that he was locked away somewhere, but then he was released into the world of Kurtzpel, what it is now, and is training other members of the Kurtzpel in terms of getting stronger and defeating like the monsters and stuff. I think that's how the story goes, but I don't know too much about it because, you know, they removed it again. Main point, because they removed it. But yeah, this kind of segues to the next point. Removing freedom of choice, right? And by freedom of choice, I mean modes. Before the update even hit, and the update I think was around January 3rd, right? Y'all could correct me in the comment section, okay? For all I know, the stuff that we're mentioning could be wrong, but this is from what I remember. So if you guys have something to add on, let's have a discussion. Let's talk in the comment section. I really would like to hear what you guys have to say. I definitely want the channel to be more discussion based, you know, so we can have an interactive community going on. You know what I'm saying? So please do if you like to have a comment. But please don't attack each other. All right, let's just have a good, constructive conversation. But yeah, freedom of choice, modes. Before, you had the freedom of choice to choose what mode you wanted. Now, you can't choose that. Now, it's random, bro. Everything is random. When was the last time I fought the golem? Me and Arkeem had a blast. Arkeem, just talk about the
Bro, the golem was Andre's mortal enemy.
Bro,
The golem had it out for him. If you saw some of my videos, bro,
it was hilarious.
Had it out for him.
It was hilarious, but it kept targeting me for some goddamn reason. Probably my skin color. Hey, bro, listen, man. It's I don't know why. It always keeps coming after me. But yeah, they removed that. Everything is random. So PvP is included in the random choices of modes. Dungeons is included in the random choice of modes. I think survival is included in the random choice of, like, any mode you could think of is all together, but choose randomly. You cannot choose what mode you want. You cannot choose to go to the dungeon that you would like to go to. What it will do is that it'll give you a choice of, like, oh, do you want to go to a dungeon? So you're like, yes, I do. But it's not going to tell you which dungeon you want to choose. It's just going to choose a random dungeon for you. And that's the problem. It's like, where is the freedom, like, for us to do what we want to do? Like, most, I know it's not an MMO, but most games that I've played that are PC games, that are, like, online, have modes that I can choose, right? And mind you, it's the same company that's done Elsword, and I've played Elsword, and Elsword has modes that I can choose whether or not I want to play with it. And it's sad that we don't have that. It really is sad that we don't have that. And it's like, that again loses the interest of the player base, because now the player base is like, yo, I can't even choose what I want to do. It's like, Hello? I mean, for you, it could be different. I don't know if there's some of y'all that are watching that's like, you're perfectly fine with it. Then, hey, props to you. But I'm just saying my opinion. This is all opinion. This is all opinion based, right? My personal opinion, I don't like that. But I enjoy the gameplay of this game. I enjoy, you know, having a blast with my friends. And that's why I love playing this game. But it does have its problems. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to that. But yeah, I think that's it in terms of like freedom of choice and modes that they did remove, which was, I don't know why. Okay, moving on. CP shop.
That's a joke.
Yo, it's literally a joke. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all right now. I'm literally about to show y'all right now. Bro. I remember someone in the comment section. If you're watching this video, bro, props to you, man. But I'm gonna show you something right now. You see my costume I have right here? I bought this. Editing Dre here. Correction, is actually just the pants and the shirt and the mask and the blindfold. That's really it. Yeah, just correction there. You see this here? For those of you who want to be free to play, this is gonna be the stuff that you're gonna be getting. Like, look at this, man. You have, like, look at this. Who's gonna buy a wooden sword? A rookie wooden, a rookie wooden chaser. And look at the CP, yo. It's 40K. I have 49K. Sucker, I ain't buying that. I'm not. Look at this. No one is going to buy. I mean, I did buy the long sleeve one. That to me, I think that looks cool. But other than that, all these are, let's be honest here, it's not that good. Before, they had really good options, but they removed it. Like, I think in order to really get good costume sets, you have to go to the KP shop. And to go to a KP shop, you have to use real money. Yay, real money. That's dope. So the only way to get cool stuff is to go to the KP shop and pay real money. But other than that, I mean, you could get other things. You could go to the trading post and purchase. Oh wait, look at that. Look how much CP. Someone put an Energy of Harmony for 9 million, bro.
I'm done.
What? Who's gonna buy that? All right, I'm sorry, but no one's gonna buy that. Literally, no one's gonna buy that. That's the maximum price that someone actually put, and it's like, bro, you know how long you have to grind that for? Probably a year. Not even a year. 2 years. Not even 2 years. 3 years. Not even. But last but not least, we have substats on costumes. I know that Arkeem is very passionate about this topic, so I'm gonna let him take it away. But this one is a big one.
The stat system on the costumes is complete and utter trash. There's no gear. There's no like armor or weapons and gear. It's just costumes, right? That actually like physically change your character and what they look like. So there are those, right? And before, they all had stats, like base stats, and you can all just level them up. And the rarer the costume, the higher the stats are. But there were no like substats. Like each costume had their own little substats, but it wasn't really anything major. So what they did is they got rid of the base stats that each costume gave you entirely and replaced it with substats that do significantly more, and it's all random. So if you got a bad roll on like your costume or something, you would have to just keep re-rolling for like a good stat. And before, apparently, you had when you used the magic stone, it would change all of the stats. So there's 2 substats on each piece, and before you had to use one like free to play stone, it'll change both your stats. So let's say you got a good roll on one stat but a really bad one on another one, you had to just re-roll and hope you get good stats on both. But
Which is
apparently now-
doo-doo!
Which is, but like apparently now you can use free-to-play stones to change it to a substat, but like a stone you can actually buy to get a higher percentage on that stat, which is a good thing, but it's still dumb. Like, I'd rather they just have the regular old way where like stats were just, it was just base stats that they had on all equipment, and you could just level that up and not have to worry about substats.
If you guys want to join me on this 1K milestone that I'm trying to reach for by this year, please be sure to hit that subscribe button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? It's not that much work. It's like right there, bruh. You know, and if not, hit that like. At the very least, hit that like. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's from me and Arkeem. Arkeem, you have anything to say before we close off, brother?
I can't wait for the private server.